A historic, maybe the largest investment in Northwest infrastructure to date, said MLA for Skatine Nathan Cullen about the $195 million commitment to improve highways 37, 37A, and 51. The highways run through Tahltan, Nisga'a, and Gitxsan territories, running through Stewart, Dease Lake, and Telegraph Creek, and connecting the Northwest to the Yukon and Alaska.
The reason this infrastructure money is so important is not just its size, nearly $200 million to improve the highway, to set places where people can pass for the first time ever, chain up, also improving communication and safety through improved Wi-Fi and internet connectivity. It is also a huge investment in our economy, particularly the exploration and the mining economy. And the source of this funding is coming from the critical minerals strategy, both from Canada and BC.
The MLA says the Northwest is the key for critical minerals, not just in BC, but for all of Canada, and that the ability to move product is important.
There are 7 critical mines in the Northwest alone, in the Golden Triangle, as we often talk about. This represents $24.5 billion in investment. That's almost $500 million per year in taxes going into BC to pay for the roads and schools and hospitals that we so desperately need. 8,000 construction jobs, more than 4,500 permanent jobs are represented just in these mines alone.
The highways have reportedly become unsafe as traffic has increased in the region.
I've heard very clearly that the state of Highway 37 for many years hasn't been up to snuff. It hasn't been safe enough for the companies that move their crews up and down the highway, and it hasn't been safe enough for the Tahltan communities. Sitting with the Tahltan leadership and hearing directly from them their concerns about the maintenance and the state of the highway is really alarming.
And these changes promise to make space.
Highway safety and access are basic. And so for those of you who work going up and down the highway, you're not going to be worried about the pleasure craft that come through that are traveling to points in Yukon and Alaska. We're going to have room for everyone so that it can be a welcoming place for everyone.
Changes that have been advocated for decades.
We recently gave the Lifetime Achievement Award from NCLGA to one of our directors who's been around for 34 years, and he lives in Telegraph Creek, and he's been advocating for most of that time for improvements on this highway.
The Ministry of Transportation will begin consultation with local stakeholders as they lay out plans of how to spend the money. For CFTK-TV News, I'm Jaylene Matthews.